Yo, what's up, guys? We're here for week 4 of ORAS OU. Basically, round 2. It's Saturday, and we're going to be entering the Smogon Tour tournament. So, what you do is you go to smogon.com/forum/Smogon Tour, whatever. It'll be right here, and it's already 4 p.m., so I'm just basically refreshing for signups, which are now posted, and I'm gonna click that if I stop lagging real quick, and I'm gonna go through Smogon Tour. Basically, I'll be narrating every single one of my matches. Look how many people just posted in. There's already 2 pages of in, and it just got posted. And of course, I'm lagging like crazy too. You guys see this, right? All right, so in now. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna pause it, and basically we'll be back. It takes about 10 minutes or 5-10 minutes for round 1 to be posted. Let me make sure Umfuga knows because we were actually talking. Go in, friend. Okay. Yeah, the page. I think he's also a Mac user like me. But yeah, we're gonna pause it until we get my round 1 opponent, and we'll be right back. Okay, so round 1 is up, and I play HC. So I'm gonna just hit him up real quick. Chat. Did you notice that Gen 3 has Moody Claws? Oh, I didn't notice. Challenge when ready, broski. And I was watching my teammate play, so yeah, we'll be right back until he challenges me, and we'll be back with the battle. Okay, so we're here with my round 1 match, and honestly, Mew is gonna be a bit annoying. It really actually is. I don't really care for Lopunny because I do have Mega Venusaur physically defensive as well as Skarmory, and Volcarona, as long as it's not packing HP ground, Heatran can deal with it, and it doesn't usually pack HP ground. It packs Giga Drain, Fire Blast. Actually, it might pack HP ground. And Tornadus can deal with it. Like I said, Mew is going to be the biggest issue, but I can just U-turn out. I think I actually lead off with Tornadus because it has a decent lead matchup versus the majority of his team. And the biggest thing for me is that Mew can knock off my Heatran's leftovers, which I don't want to do. So I actually lead off with Tornadus because if he leads off with Mew, I can U-turn out into Venusaur and then just start spamming Sludge Bombs. That way I can get a poison on Mew. Synchronize, of course, not being able to work due to the fact that that I have due to the fact that I'm a poison type. So he ends up leading off with his Landorus T. I don't really want to stay in, so I'm going to go on to my Skarmory. I'm pretty sure this is Choice Scarf, just looking at the makeup of his team, as he does end up U-turning out. I'm pretty sure it's Choice Scarf just because he does have PoeLeon for Stealth Rock and for Defog. So I'm just thinking that as he ends up going on to PoeLeon right now. PoeLeon is a little bit annoying, but I can deal with it. I don't really mind if Venusaur gets burnt, to be completely honest, so I'm going to go out to Venusaur. It's probably going to get burnt by Mew anyway, so I'm going to go out to Venusaur as he ends up going for the Scald. And what I can do is just Mega Evolve and go right for Giga Drain. I don't feel the need to go for the Sludge Bomb just yet because I'm not entirely sure if he does actually want to go into his Tornadus, which could also be an issue, but I'm pretty sure I can actually trap that with my, or catch it off guard with my Landers because I do have Rock Slide for Tornadus. So I'm just going to Mega Evolve and go right for the, Giga Drain. I want to start getting off as much damage as possible as he actually ends up going on to Tornadus. So now I have to decide whether or not what I want to get knocked off, and I'm thinking that Slowking might actually be it. While Slowking does wall Lopunny, so does Venusaur, and Venusaur helps me better versus Mew as well as Skarmory, and Slowking can just start firing off Scald. So I think I'll go out to Slowking because I don't mind the knockoff or the Hurricane. I can eat up both, and I can just start spamming Scald, maybe get a burn on the Empoleon and stuff like that, as he does him going for the knockoff, and that actually does nothing to me. So Scald is basically free right here. I could go for T-Wave, but I'm thinking he's going to want to go out to Empoleon. If he goes Mew, that's fine too. I just want to fire off a Scald and hopefully get a burn on something, as he does end up going Empoleon. So hopefully the Scald gets a burn on the first try, as it does. Nice. And what I can do is just stay in and slack off. If he has Toxic, so be it. If he doesn't, though, great for me. I could make a risky play and go into Landorus on the Stealth Rock because I do have Regenerator, but Landorus is one of my win conditions, as he does not have a solid switch and I have HP Ice. I have HP Ice as well as as well as Rock Slide. So I didn't want to risk it right there. As what I am going to do is just keep firing off Scald. If he goes for Roar, which I think he did, that's great. He ends up phasing me out into my Tornadus Therian form, and I really don't want this thing getting burnt just yet, as it's useful in checking Volcarona as well as just checking, I guess, Lopunny to an extent as well. So I'm just going to go for U-turn and go out into my Slowking once again, because this is the thing that I do or don't really mind if it gets burnt right now. And if he does phase me into Landorus, perfect. I can just click Rock Slide, I believe, as he is just going to go for Scalds now, firing them off, trying to burn me as well. I'm actually going to pause it until he either burns me or I knock him out, or he phases me into something. So we'll be right back. So I actually get on out of there without him burning anything at all, as he ends up going out to Lopunny. I don't really feel the need to calc. I'm just going to go directly into Skarmory because he's more than likely going to go for the Fake Out than the return. I know that Slowking can take one, but I want to get rid of these rocks first before doing anything else, as I already did get rid of his Defogger. So Skarmory is physically defensive, so I could definitely eat up any hit. Getting rid of these rocks is great for my Tornadus, as it'll easily be able to switch into Volcarona anytime, fire off Hurricanes and stuff like that, as well as just helping my team in general. So he ends up going on to his Volcarona. I think, okay, now I have to make a decision. Do I go straight into my Heatran and risk him having HP Ground? I don't think he has HP Ground because he has these to deal with Tran, but I think I'm going to go Tran anyway, as I think it's my best play right now. I have to go Tran. I could also just go for Whirlwind if I want to be a bit aggressive, because he knows I do have a Heatran, and I'm pretty sure he'll try and set up right here or catch it. I'm debating though. I'm going Tran, as he does end up doubling into Mew. So what I don't want to do is get caught off guard by an Earthquake Mew. At the same time, though, I can eat it up, so I'm just going to go for Toxic, as he ends up going for the Nasty Plot. And what I can do is go for Stealth Rock, I believe. I can eat up any hit he wants to go for. Getting up the Stealth Rock is crucial. If he does end up going Volcarona, that's scary, but I can deal with it. And as he ends up going for Aura Sphere, so he might not actually be pass, and I do end up getting up my rocks. The only thing though is I'm fearing him to be pass, so what I'm actually gonna do is go out into Tornadus, because I do outspeed whatever he could potentially Baton Pass into, and I don't think he's Baton Pass because he does have Shadow Ball, as well as he does show the Shadow Ball as well as the Aura Sphere. So his last move is probably a Psychic type move. So what I actually do is you turn on out. The most expendable member on my team is my Slowking. It does deal with Lopunny, but so does... Well, then again, Slowking also deals with his Tornadus, but I could just go for Slowking right here on the Psy Shock, and then proceed to switch into something else if I really feel the need to on any other attack, to be completely honest. Yeah, I'll just go for Scald, as he does end up doubling Psy Shocking, trying to probably predict my Tornadus right here. And as you guys can see, my Slowking actually got on out of there without being burnt versus PoeLeon. PoeLeon fired off like 50, like 50 Scalds as well. I got pretty lucky right there, but he ends up going out to Lopunny, and I can definitely eat up one hit from Lopunny right now. So what I'm actually going to do is go for T-Wave. If he does choose to go for High Jump Kick, predicting my Skarmory, that's fine, which he does. And I'm able to get on out of there while T-Waving the Lopunny. And this is going perfectly for me. I can actually slack off right here. The Pokemon that's supposed to be the sack is actually putting in a lot of work. As unfortunately for my opponent, he does get fully paralyzed right there. I am sorry about that. I can't do anything about that though. So what I can do is just go right for one more slack off, just to gauge how much damage do. That is not. That literally did 0. I know that's a lot, obviously, but for the physically defensive Slowking, really cool mon. Shoutouts to my boy Gary the Gengar. It deals with Metagross. It deals with so much in the tier. So I'll be able to fire off a Psy Shock right here as he ends up going on to Volk, and pretty sure Tornadus is a rather safe play. I don't mind if he Quiver Dances up. I'm more likely just gonna go for Bug Buzz anyway, and I guess it could be a little bit annoying if I get burnt, but honestly, right now, I don't really need the this, and he ends up forfeiting, so I'm just going to say good game, and what we are going to do is we're going to PM, sorry, We're gonna PM Terraquaza. Find him real quick. Okay, go back. There he is. And chat. 1 versus HC. And now we'll just pause until I get my second game of the tournament, and we'll be back. So, is it recorded? Okay, it should be. We're here with my round 2 opponent, and alright, so not too bad of a matchup at all, actually. Tornadus just comes through, Life Orb Tornadus. I do have to worry about Driller, but I do have Celebi plus defensive Garchomp to deal with them. Gardevoir has a lot of fun versus his team, actually. Yeah, I think I want to lead off with Gardevoir. I am a bit worried about Charizard, but yeah, I'm just going to lead off with Gardevoir and hopefully start plowing through something quickly, because I'm using offense this round, not what I was using last round, balance, and it's a bit more threatening offense. You have to be more on the offensive, obviously. So Gardevoir versus Charizard, and definitely not the worst matchup for me. Believe I just want to Mega Evolve and go right for Psyshock, because I'm expecting him to DD without actually like attacking me. So yeah, I'm gonna Mega Evolve and go for Psyshock, as he does end up DDing like I did expect. And that does a hell of a lot. Now, I do just want to go out to Garchomp, expecting him to want to go for Flare Blitz right here. I could also sack my, I think sacking Gardevoir might actually be the better play, in all honesty, but I do just want to go Garchomp. I'm expecting him to Mega Evolve and go for Flare Blitz right here, as if he roost, that could have been bad right there, but thankfully I do get it right, as my Rough Skin plus my Rocky Helmet do deal with the Garchomp, and Garchomp is inside. So that is very, very, very good for me. Really good for me. Tornadus is still a win condition. Charizard X has been dealt with. He goes out into his Superior right now. Don't want to necessarily go directly into Tornadus, just in case he does end up having Glare. So I want to go Celebi first, as he does end up going for the Leaf Storm. And what I can do is just Baton Pass out. I'm expecting him either to switch out or reveal a coverage move, as he does end up switching out into Garchomp. Cool for me. I get to fire off a free Hyper Voice right now. If he's defensive Chomp, which is the most popular Chomp right now, he's going to be outsped and just O-code by this Hyper Voice. So this is how you have to play offense. You have to be a bit more aggressive. I'm definitely thinking through my plays, but I'm playing faster than I would if I was playing with a defensive team. So ideally, I should get a kill right here. Like, I'm pretty positive I do get a kill. And I also am pretty positive that I outspeed Excadrill as well, because I hit 290 speed, and Excadrill only hits, what is it, 274, I think? Something like that. With an Adamant Nature, of course, assuming he's Adamant Nature. So I'm just going to fire off a Hyper Voice, and we're going to pause it until something happens. We'll be right back. Alright, so I was able to get rid of the Garchomp, as now he's going to go out to Excadrill. I'm actually going to switch into my Garchomp first, because I don't want to risk him, I don't want to risk missing Focus Blast, and I also don't want to risk him being Jolly. I'm expecting him to go for Iron Head right here, and if I get this damage off on him, he actually crits me with that. Unfortunate, but nothing I could do about that. I actually get a free switch into my Keldeo now, and I am Modish Choice Scarf, so this is a very, very powerful Secret Sword, and I can just fire it off on whatever comes out. Honestly, I'll be OHKOing T-Tar. I should be 2-hit KOing Superior, just because I am Modish Choice Scarf. Unfortunately, he got that crit. That would not have knocked me out. It would have forced him to take 2 Life Orb hits, and then he would have been in range of Sucker Punch from Bisharp after a Life Orb hit. But he ends up sacking his T-Tar right here. Honestly, the only play he could make, like at all, as now I guess he gets a free switch into his Superior. Excadrill is also a play my opponent could make, though if he goes Driller, I'm staying in, because I will survive his Earthquake if I calc it. I know the calc on the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure that's, you know, correct. But he ends up going out to Superior. I'm going to switch out into my Tornadus now, because if he has Glare, so be it, as he actually ends up pulling a nice double into Excadrill. Good play on my opponent's part. Celebi is fodder at this point. I still do have Gardevoir to deal with Manaphy, as it can eat up a +3 Scald, I'm pretty sure, and just fire off a Hyper Voice, as Celebi just forces my opponent to stay in, I think, and I can just freely click Giga Drain. As you can see, Iron Head is not knocking me out. If he gets a flinch right here, so be it. It's also just wasting sand turns, to be completely honest, and he's in range of my Bisharp Sucker Punch, so This is not bad for me at all. After those Life Orb hits, he's definitely in range. I think Sand should end right here. Yep, it does end. So, few plays I can make right here. I think definitely Keldeo is the best one because I will be able to outspeed him and just fire off a Secret Sword. I'm thinking Keldeo is the best play because I just get a kill right here or immediate damage on something. I guess he could potentially go Superior if he wants to, but he doesn't know I'm Choice Scarf, and he doesn't know I'm Modish Choice Scarf. So, able to get rid of Excadrill. Great. That's his way of dealing with my Gardevoir. And right now, it just comes down to... I'm actually not sure. I'm pretty sure I can win right here by clicking Secret Sword twice. Goes out to Superior. Tornadus is easily my switch-in. I've already shown it 3 times, but he can't do anything about it as long as he's not running like Hyper Beam or something. As he goes for Leaf Storm. So I guess it comes down to if I hit this Hurricane. I am a Life Orb Tornadus. I feel like I'm gonna miss it. Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna miss it, but hopefully not. As Life Orb Tornadus should be able to come through. Could be bad if I miss it, honestly, because then I have to go around with Bisharp, Sucker Punch, and stuff like that. So thankfully, I do end up hitting this thing, and Superior goes down, and all he has left is Manaphy, and trying to think of my best way of dealing with Manaphy. I believe Hurricane is my best bet, or not. I'm gonna hit him with a knockoff, or should I go for U-turn? I'm debating like what my best plays are right now. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for knockoff. That way he loses his recovery with leftovers. As he goes for Scald, and Gardevoir will be able to eat up 1 Scald and just go right for Hyper Voice. So unless he gets a crit. Hopefully he does not, as he does not, and Hyper Voice is able to finish off the Manaphy, so that's a good game, and I'm just going to PM Terraquaza that I won, and yeah, we'll see you guys with my round 3 match, so I'll be right back. Alright guys, so here we are with my round 3 match. My opponent has a very, you too man, I'm just going to disallow spectators because people tend to come in, but my opponent has a very interesting team. Using Mega Abomasnow, that's actually really cool. He doesn't have a switch-in though to Gardevoir, which is something I do want to keep in mind throughout this this game. Keldeo can potentially put in work as long as I get rid of Starmie. So I guess we'll see how I want to play this out. But I'm actually thinking about leading off with Tornadus and just clicking Hurricane as well, as he has Rotom Heat to come in on that. This is actually a really cool game. But I think I'm going to go for the Tornadus. Holy crap, Tornadus puts in so much work as well. Damn, I'm not sure what type of team this is. Is this like a variant of Stall with Bisharp? I'm actually not sure at all. But I'm going to lead off with Tornadus as he leads off with Gliscor. And I think what I want to do is just go right for Knockoff as he does end up having Protect. So that is good to know. I can go out into Celebi right here. I'm thinking he is Sub-Stall because he does have Protect. I'm thinking this is Sub-Toxic. Not entirely sure, but I should be able to go out to Celebi as he goes for Stealth Rock. Stealth Rock Protect, very, very interesting. And I am just going to go for Sub. I'm not sure what he has. He has U-Turn. Okay, so I'm getting bopped right now. Protect, Stealth Rock, U-Turn. So that means his last move is more than likely Earthquake. Alright, so that's good to know. That means my Tornadus could have actually just stayed in and clicked Hurricane. Unfortunate. Already in the back, as it seems. And I don't have a switch in for Abomasnow either, but he actually ends up going out to Bisharp. So, gonna Baton Pass as he is faster than me. So I just lost that. I just lost my Celebi. I don't know if this is Scarf Bisharp or not, but I just lost my Celebi as I am gonna be able to get up my Stealth Rock. So I'm already in the back, guys. He's really catching me off guard. He is Scarf Bisharp, as this is confirmed. And I clicked Dragon Tail as opposed to going for Stealth Rock. What? Okay, did not realize that. But I'm gonna go for my Stealth Rock right here. I didn't realize I clicked Dragon Tail. Holy crap. Actually, that's might be better for me because now he's going to be in range of Bisharp. Bisharp is definitely my win condition combined with Tornadus. So let me think a bit. But goes on to Gliscor. I guess he's going to reveal his final move right here, which should be Earthquake. He could also U-turn out. That would be actually pretty nice for me. I want to keep the Stealth Rock up on the field as he doesn't be U-turning out. So he takes a bit of damage, and I do get to get off a Dragon Tail on whatever comes out. As well as a Stealth Rock hit, which is nice. So, Scarf Bisharp catching me off guard. Do got to keep in mind what my opponent has. I'm hoping Starmie comes in right here as he actually ends up going Bisharp. So let's see what we can actually force in right now. So Starmie unfortunately comes in, and he's definitely defensive Starmie. I do just want to go right for the Dragon Tail, as I unfortunately miss. So that sucks completely, as he's able to knock me out with that. But this is bad. Can I still win this game? Actually, I think I can still win this game. I go out to Gardevoir, I click Hyper Voice, I get the kill right here, and as he sacks himself to, I think he's going to Rapid Spin right here, sacking himself to Rapid Spin, or he could sack another Pokemon. He does end up sacking himself to Rapid Spin, so that's good for Keldeo, as this should be able to knock him out, and now Bisharp can come in and click Iron Head. I might have to make an aggressive play right here by staying in with my Gardevoir, predicting Pursuit, and actually going for Hyper Voice on Bisharp. I'm not sure though. Either way, my Bisharp is going to be my best switch in no matter what he does. So, damn, I'm really in the back right now. Didn't expect the U-turn Gliscor. Like, he had Protect, so didn't expect Protect U-turn. I can still win this game, hopefully, especially because Starmie is gone, so his Scald switch-ins are gone. Gothitelle is just annoying as hell, though, to deal with. I'm expecting Bisharp to want to come in. I don't expect anything else, but I'm going to pause it, make some move, be right back. Alright, so he decides to go out to Abomasnow. The thing is, though, if I do connect with my Focus Blast, I can actually calc this beforehand. I will be able to OHKO Abomasnow, assuming he's not running like max HP or something. If he is running max HP, he obviously survives this, but I have to go for Focus Blast. It is my best and only play. In all honesty, I don't have a switch into this Abomasnow. But another good thing is if I do end up connecting this, which I do, and barely misses out on the KO, as he can go for Blizzard right here, I might actually have to make a play by going out into Bisharp, predicting the Ice Shard. I'm going to go for Hyper Voice, as thankfully he does not go for Ice Shard. I don't know if he had it, but I'm able to knock him out. Huge for me, because that means I can potentially spam Scald to win the game, as long as I get off a bit of damage on Gothitelle, which is something that I'm going to be able to do. So another Pokemon that wins the game is also my Tornadus, as Gliscor cannot touch it. So ends up going out into his Rotom Heat. I'm just going to Side Shot, get off a bit of damage. I don't know if he's Scarf or not. He might actually be, because, no, Bisharp was Scarf. So he actually ends up pulling the double into Gliscor for some reason. And he can definitely go for Protect right here. So what I'm actually going to do is go out to my Tornadus. If he does end up going for Protect, perfect. If he goes for U-turn, which he does not, I get to fire off a free Life Orb Hurricane, which is perfect for me, in all honesty. He might just U-turn on out. Hopefully I get to fire off or hit this Hurricane, as I do end up connecting, and we do find out that he is a Leftovers variant. So, alright, so now I can win with my Tornadus, because Tornadus, let me actually, alright, I'll be right back, 1 second. Alright, so I have to U-turn right here, obviously. I'm gonna sack my Gardevoir to get a free switch into my Keldeo. The bad thing is, though, he will be able to trap me with Gothitelle, but the thing is, Bisharp plus Tornadus should be able to win. So I will be able to click Scald right here. Obviously, I'm gonna click Scald. His best interest would not be to sack Rotom Heat, but if he does end up sacking Rotom Heat, amazing for me. I still have to try and win with Bisharp. Then, if he sacks Gliscor, I can try and win with Bisharp, as he ends up sacking his Bisharp, which is huge. That's huge for my Bisharp plus my Tornadus. So I'm gonna go right for Scald right here. I am Modest Choice Scarf. We've already established this, as I do get a burn, and he does not end up knocking me out with Psychic. So I don't. Is that Assault Vest damage? Like, that did 0. As it is going to be a double down, and I believe I'm going to have to go out into my Bisharp right now, and I might have to make a play. I have to knock off the Rotom. If he goes Gliscor, I might have to make a play in staying in, predicting his U-turn. But he doesn't go in Rotom Heat, which is nice, because now what I can do is go right for knockoff. I am Jolly, assuming he doesn't outspeed me. I get to knock off his Leftovers, and that's perfect, because now I can win with my Tornadus, assuming, of course, I hit. So gonna have to go out to Tornadus right now, and this is my most accurate move, but then it makes me weaker to U-turn, and then I have to rely on Hurricane hitting. So I'm not sure if I want to go for the Life Orb knockoff. So Tornadus, T, OU Life Orb, 50. That's about my spread, something like that. So let's see. Let me see knockoff real quick. I'm pretty sure it'll be able to knock him out. Like, I'm positive actually. But Rotom Heats, OU defensive, knockoff does that much with no item though, which is not any of these. 15 to 18%, definitely not worth it. I have to go for superpower right here. Risking, you know, getting the attack drop, and then I have to hope I hit Hurricane. So yeah, I really have to go for Hurricanes right now. Not the most accurate option, obviously, but it is a Life Orb Hurricane, and I guess we'll find out if he doesn't have Earthquake on this Gliscor. If I land my Hurricane, I'm pretty sure I win. Like, I'm pretty sure I win, but we might see a knockoff from this Gliscor. Might see a Facade. Unfortunately, I missed my Hurricane, as he does show U-turn is his only offensive option. So that means I need to hit 2 Hurricanes in a row. Really hope I hit right now, as I do get a crit, and that's going to be a good game. I guess that didn't really matter if I hit the first one, but obviously I would have to hit 2 in a row. So I'm just going to say good game. Let me turn on spectator so you can see my good game, or good game. And PK face. So we're on to round 4 of the tournament, and sure, man. Yeah, hope you guys all enjoy it so far, and yeah, we'll be back with round 4. Alright, so here we are with my round 4 match versus Crystal of the Smogon Tour. Now, Mega Gardevoir puts in so much work versus my opponent's team, as well as Celebi just being able to baton pass versus everything. So I think I'll actually lead off with Celebi. I gotta worry about the Talonflame, but I do have a few checks to it. So I'm actually gonna lead off with Celebi, expecting it to lead off with... actually, is that even worth it? Yeah, I think Gardevoir is actually worth it. I'm expecting Rotom as a lead, as she does, or he, I don't know, maybe she does end up leading off with Rotom. And what I can do is just fire off a Hyper Voice. Hopefully this thing doesn't have T-Wave, though. I could definitely see T-Wave coming, just because she does, or he, I'm just going to say she has a Crawdaunt on her team, and Crawdaunt definitely appreciates the support from a Thunder Waving Rotom, but I'm just going to pause it until she picks a move. We'll be right back. Alright, so she decides to switch out into Tyranitar, basically sacking it to my Gardevoir. That's definitely not Choice Scarf damage. It would have died if it was Choice Scarf, so I will be able to fire off a second Hyper Voice right here. If Driller wants to come in, I do have 2 checks to it. I do have 2 switch-ins, solid switch-ins, as well as Bisharp being a check. So I'm just going to fire off another Hyper Voice as she ends up going out into Talonflame. And just looking at the fact that it has leftovers, I'm pretty sure it's the Spadef bulk up one. So I'm actually just going to go for Psyshock. She might go for Will-O-Wisp, expecting a switch. I don't expect Crystal to go for Brave Bird right here. Roost or Will-O-Wisp are the most likely plays, and Psyshock would be able to knock it out. Also, a double into Excadrill could also work at this point, but I'm just going to fire off a Psyshock. Talonflame is too big of a threat to play around with it, and I definitely don't want to risk my Garchomp getting burnt, as I really don't have a check to this thing. So, Roost is definitely one of her plays that she should make right here. I think Will-O-Wisp is also going to happen, but I'm going to pause it till she picks a move. We'll be right back. Alright, perfect. So she did try to go for Will-O-Wisp, so I got the free KO on Talonflame. Huge threat gone, as now Excadrill can come in, but I do have my Garchomp. Because I actually saw her battle versus Zeb right before, I know that this is Special Altaria, not Dragon Dance, so I can deal with it. So I'm going to go out into my, my Garchomp, because look at all that damage she just took from the Iron Head, as I can now just go for my Stealth Rock. Getting them up is pretty crucial because I break potential. Basically, I weaken Rotom Wash's switch-ins to my Tornadus, which puts in a lot of work versus Crystal's team. As long as I play this correctly, I don't think I can lose it. So I do end up going for my Stealth Rock right here, as she ends up going out into Rotom Wash. And Celebi is a pretty safe switch-in, so I'm not going to risk my thing being burnt just yet. And what I actually do want to do is, I think I want to fire off a Baton Pass, because I don't want to have a sub and then have her click Hyper Voice. So I do want to go for Baton Pass. I do expect the immediate switch out into Altaria, as she does end up doing just that. And now what I get to do is I have a time. Did I have a time fast? My -1 burn. Not that it even matters, but I get to fire off a Hyper Voice right here and essentially just get a kill. Drill can't come in. She's probably gonna have to sack Altaria or Crawdon. If she goes out to T-Tar, that was the final turn of Sand, and Gardevoir is just gonna have a lot of fun. And if Altaria does end up switching out, it just took more Stealth Rock damage, so it'll be in range of Hurricane from my Life Orb Tornadus. So she doesn't really have a play right here to make. She has to choose her fodder, basically. I'm thinking she might sack Altaria, in all honesty. Just because she wants to keep T-Tar alive for Excadrill. But then when she goes out to T-Tar, it's also another sack for her. And then Excadrill's turns are limited. Also, it's weakened. So basically, it's in range of Sucker Punch from my Bisharp. And as long as I keep Keldeo alive, which I 100% will, 1, I can sweep with Scarf Secret Sword, and 2, I will be able to check Crawdon no matter what, so I won't be scared of Crawdon. So if she does end up Mega Evolving, that's not going to save her, as at this point, she has to go out into either Excadrill or T-Tar. If she goes Excadrill, I outspeed, but I don't really want to risk Focus Blast, but she ends up going T-Tar. Again, I can just click Hyper Voice one more time, and all I got to do is play around 4 turns of Sand, so it's not going to be that difficult from this point. I did see her game versus Zeb, so I did know that her Altaria was the special attacking one. Dragon Dance would have been definitely a bit more of a threat, a huge threat actually. I would have had to resort to Icy Wind with my Keldeo, but I can easily just go out into my Garchomp right here. It's expendable. Even if she goes for Earthquake, that's fine, because it really doesn't matter at this point. I can just go for Stealth Rock if she does try and Rapid. I don't know why she'd try and Rapid Spin, but let's see she did. It doesn't make a difference. And Celebi is still useful because it just clicks Giga Drain on these 2 Mons and knocks them out. So Garchomp is definitely the most expendable member on my team. So I'm going to pause it till she clicks Earthquake again. We'll be right back. Alright, so she ended up going for the Iron Head. Perfect, because now I can easily go out to my Celebi and I can actually go for Substitute. No reason not to. If she goes for Rapid Spin, Life Orb kills her. Iron Head, I take only about 40-50% from it, and the Life Orb kills her unless I get the flinch, which I do not. And I also survive Sand, so I can just click Giga Drain twice versus whatever comes out. I always put Ignore Spectators now. Like, I actually never done this before in Tour, and I realized, wow, I get really easily distracted by what they're saying. So I can just click Giga Drain twice right here. We'll be able to 2 KO Rotom. The best thing she could do is Hydro Pump and or Volt Switch, and neither would be able to knock me out. And at this point, Celebi just cleans up the game. I really love this offensive team because I haven't really used Sub on Celebi. As you've seen, I've been using it just to straight up Baton Pass because I don't want to end up losing to like Talonflame and stuff like that. So I'm gonna be able to knock this thing out with the Giga Drain, and I'll say good game. I don't know if good game goes through if I ignore spectators. So yeah. Anyway, thank you everybody for watching, and we'll be on to we'll be back with round 5. So yeah, be back soon. All right, so here we are with my round 5 match. This time I'm playing Laurel. I'm actually just gonna lead off with my Landorus because it puts in a lot of work. Versus, oh man, it's not my Rock Sliding one. I was about to say, Landorus just straight up won if it was Rock Slide. I'm probably going to lead off with Landorus anyway, just because I can stop Chomp from setting up. Then again, getting up Sand early would be pretty good. Landorus is good in general, as he ends up leading off with Starmie. And, my own Starmie is a pretty solid switching. Honestly, my best switching. I'm pretty sure this is defensive Starmie, just looking at the fact that he's running Spikes plus Starmie. Usually you would run defensive, but it seems he is offensive. And I don't want to lose my Starmie. I don't want to lose my Starmie just yet, but I really don't want to switch out into T-Tar on his potential Hydro Pump again. So I'm actually going to go for Recover as he ends up going out into Tornadus T. And this thing is a threat to me, definitely, but I'm just going to Recover off to see how much the knockoff is going to do. Also finding out if this thing is Life Orb or not. Looking at that damage, it's definitely Life Orb, yep. And I'm able to cover off that, which is nice. So I'm going to switch out to Heat Ram because Heat Ram can take on any move he wants to go for, as he ends up going for the Hurricane. Unfortunately, misses, and I can just go right for the Toxic. It should be a free Toxic, just because the Starmie that runs Life Orb is usually Analytic, and Analytic obviously doesn't have Natural Cure, so goes out into Garchomp, and pretty pretty free. I think Starmie is pretty free right now, in all honesty. Gonna go Starmie because this has to be defensive chomp. Otherwise, he just straight up loses to Bisharp. Then again, he does have Zard and Bisharp and Breloom. But yeah, it's looking to be defensive chomp as I can just rapid spin away these hazards. I'm probably gonna get Dragon Tailed as well as take all this damage as I do. But unfortunately for Laurel, he does miss. I can't do anything about that though. So my best play is easily going for Recover. I don't want to lose to Zard, so I have to keep my Heatran healthy as he does end up going out to Zard. And I don't know if he has Earthquake or not, but what I am going to do is go out into my Tyranitar first, not my Heatran, because I don't want Heatran to get bought by Earthquake. And if he goes for the... Basically, I just don't want to be able to take a hit with it. So he goes for Dragon Claw. Nice, nice, nice. I am actually going to pull a double into Landers. I believe that's my best play right here, predicting Garchomp to want to come in. I'm going to pull this double right here. You should know it's Choice Scarf as Klefki does end up coming in. And I guess we'll find out if this thing actually has... we'll find out if this thing actually has Magnet Rise. I feel like clicking HP Ice, to be honest, but I'm just going to click Earth Power as he does end up having the... he does end up having the Magnet Rise, but Heatran is a pretty solid switch into this thing. Cool play on my opponent's part, you know, or a cool mon on my opponent's part using that as believe Stealth Rock is better than anything else because I just want to get them up as quickly as possible. This is a Spike Skarmory, I have to remember that. I forgot. I could have went out to Skarmory right there, but I am able to get up my Stealth Rock as Garchomp is going to come in, and again, Starmie is a relatively safe switch. Actually, my Skarmory is a better switch than Starmie as he ends up going for the Stealth Rock right there, and because I am Spadef's Skarmory, I can easily take on the Fire Blast that this thing may or may not want to go for, and if he wants to go for Fire Blast right here, that's fine. He gets a bit more toxic damage. I can Rapid Spin later on as he ends up going Klefki, and what I am going to do is actually taunt this Klefki. That way, it can't get up that many hazards. If he wants to T-Wave me, that's completely fine as well. By taunting, I prevent him from... if I taunt him, I can actually Rock Polish up and just straight up win the game. Yeah. Because then Klefki will not be able to take any hits. So ends up going out to Tornadus as I am able to taunt that thing. And what I am going to do is just go for Roost. I want to see if it has Heat Wave or not. As he ends up going for Knockoff. I don't know if he has Heat Wave, but again, Roost is probably my best play no matter what. So I'm going to go for Roost one more time. As I'm not sure if it has Heat Wave. Super Power is more than likely because he does have Charizard. And yeah, he does end up going for Hurricane. So that's not going to do crap to me. Once again, though, just going to go for Roost just in case. I want to be smart about this. I am Spadef and I can easily take him on, but I do want to be smart. So taunted. Like that matters. Just going to go right for the Whirlwind. As unfortunately he does get the Confusion on me. And I do not break through, so I'm going to have to go for Roost right here. As he goes for U-turn, taking a bit more unnecessary life or damage. Obviously he has Regenerator, but I don't know if I agree with that because he's just taking unnecessary damage at this point. And he's more than likely going to go out to Starmie. But if he does want to spin, I'm actually expecting a Hydro Pump. I can Whirlwind him out and put him in range of... I can put him in range of Pursuit from my T-Tar. So unfortunately, I do get fully paralyzed right here as I'm just going to go right for the... do I want to sack this? I kind of do just want to sack this, but I'm going to go for Whirlwind, expecting the Hydro Pump as I do get that right. And thankfully, even though he misses, I was able to break through Confusion, and I was expecting him to predict my T-Tar right there, which is why I made that play. And I'm just going to go right for Roost one more time, as he unfortunately misses Hurricane. But I'm getting fully confused. That's what it's called, fully confused. And these hazards are definitely nice for me. So he's going to more than likely U-turn right here. I feel like predicting the Starmie to want to come back in. I can't see how much... Why can't I see how much health the Starmie has? Even though U-turn is probably his best play, as he actually ends up going out to Loom. Interesting. Very interesting because I do have Venusaur. And I don't really mind if... I'm not expecting him to Spore right here, so I'm actually going to go for Whirlwind. Expecting a double or his Rock Tomb, as he does end up doubling out into the Tornadus. And I bring him out into Starmie, which isn't necessarily that good, but it's not really bad either, as he takes a bit more life orb damage. I could have went out to T-Tar making a bit of an aggressive play. Might have been my best play right there, but I can just go for my spikes once again, forcing Starmie. Why does it say 66%? He's definitely not at 66%. Forcing Starmie to Whirlwind, racking up the hazard damage as well, and allowing me to deal with these monsters. So I do just want to go Tran. Tran is my best switch by far. I have to go for Toxic on this Charizard. And as long as he doesn't have Earthquake, I should be good. If he has Earthquake, I straight up lost. As he ends up going for Flare Blitz, so. Alright. I'm just going to go for Stealth Rock. Expecting the Garchomp switch in, to be honest. If Starmie wants to come in, that's fine. As he does end up going out to Starmie. And what I can do is go for Protect for 1. So he goes for Hydro Pump. And then go out into my my Starmie. It's my best play. Expecting his double Hydro Pump, as he actually ends up going for the Rapid Spin. So T-Tar is by far my best play because he will go down to Life Orb hit, whatever Life Orb hit he wants to go for. I don't need T-Tar anymore because Starmie is basically gone, and I will be able to spin these hazards away later on, as he actually ends up going out to Tornadus, not wanting to risk a tie. Cool play, cool play. Don't really want to stay in on this thing because I do have my Skarmory, so I am going to go out to Skarmory as he ends up going to Starmie. And again, we're in the situation where it doesn't matter to me because if he has Recover, so be it. We'll actually find out if he has Recover. I don't think he has Recover because he's offensive, but I'm going to be able to sack my thing as he ends up going for the Hydro Pump. And because I am expecting Tornadus to want to come in, I am going to go out into my Skarmory as he ends up going to Zarg. And obviously Heatran is my best switch by far, so I have to go Tran right here. And now I have to Toxic because that thing is still a threat as he ends up Dragon Dancing. So I do just want to go right for Toxic. If he has Earthquake, I'm basically screwed right here, though anything else I can deal with. We'll find out though. If he has Earthquake, I just straight up lost. So that was well played on his part if he does have Earthquake, though I would have revealed it earlier. But I am going to be able to get off a Toxic right here, as I'm positive pick some movie right back. So I don't think he has Earthquake because he ends up going out to Chomper, and what I do want to do is just go straight out into Skarmory right here. If he Dragon Tails, so be it. I could have protected, but I'm expecting the Earthquake on my Protect, as he doesn't going right for Dragon Tail. And what I do want to do is just go right for the Protect once again. I didn't do it obviously last time, but I do want to go for it right now. He does end up going for the Dragon Tail, and I'm not going to make a stupid play and staying in with Tran, as I need Tran for this game. So I'm going to go out into my Skarmory, as he does end up going for Dragon Tail once again, and forces me out into my Venusaur, probably the worst thing he could switch me or force me into, as how much did Hurricane do last time to my Skarmory? Let's actually want to go up and see how much it did. Hurricane did 28%. Don't want to sack this just yet. I think I have to go out into my U-turn Super Power. If I sack this, I'm weak to Breloom. That's the problem. I'm just going to go for Sludge Bomb. I have to, I guess. As he unfortunately misses Hurricane. I couldn't do anything about that. I had to go for Sludge Bombs. And might as well go for a double Sludge Bomb, right? If he misses, then great. If he doesn't, then I'm in a bad position. Obviously, I'm in a pretty bad position anyway. As unfortunately for Laurel, he does end up missing twice. I had to go for my best play right there. That was basically the only play I could go for, as I can now go out to Heatran, and I have to start clicking Toxic, and I have to basically fodder off whatever I want to do, as I am just going to go right for Protect right here. I think at this point I could just fodder off my... I want to go for Protect just in case he wants to double, and of course get a bit more HP, and then I'll fodder off Skarmory, basically making it so I can spin for with my I can spin. But he ends up going for SD. Holy crap! Did not see that coming. Did not. Shouldn't matter too much, just because I will be able to sack my Skarmory right here and whirlwind him out. SD did not see that coming. It really sucks that he missed those two Sludge Bombs. Definitely would have been in his favor had he hit them, but goes for a second SD. Ooh, this man's being real. I don't think +6 can knock out Landorus though, so I am just gonna go for Whirlwind right here. Should probably go out to my Venusaur to be completely honest, but I think Landorus is probably better. Breloom, OU offensive, +4. I don't want to choke this away, man. I feel like I am. Landorus. Yeah, Mach Punch does not kill me at +6. Let's give it a Life Orb though. Holy crap, it does a lot though. Definitely does a lot. I'm pretty sure Venusaur could actually take the hit anyway. As I am just going to go right for the Whirlwind right here. It's my best play by far. Keeping him out as well as making it so that if I do potentially wake up, I'm in a good position. But he has Life Orb. Okay, so he's Life Orb +6. Let's see if I play this completely poorly. Alright, so because my Venusaur is physically defensive, I will be able to eat up. I'm actually not sure if I can eat this up. I definitely will. I think I just choked the way this game happens, though. I did not expect the SD. I should have went directly into Venusaur, to be honest, but I was fearing Rock Tomb, and I guess I'm going to pay for that. I'm definitely going to pay for that, like right here. I'm 100% going to pay for that, ain't I? Yeah, I'm going to pause it till he knocks me out. We'll be right back. Actually, I think HP Fire is better than going for Synthesis because I want him to knock me out, and I don't think HP Fire will knock him out. Like, let's say I live this, right? And I go for HP Fire, and he goes to one more Life Orb hit. He's able to knock out my Venusaur, and then I can spin with Starmie and potentially win the game. Because I do need to spin with Starmie or get in my Landorus to win this game. So, be right back. So I actually calced it, and it turns out that I had a really nice chance of living that. But unfortunately, the roll was not in my favor, and damn, I played this poorly. Yeah, the roll was not in my favor. I realized that I could have easily, well, if he didn't get the roll, but then again, let's see if he was adamant. Even if he was adamant, I guess if he was adamant, it was definitely in his favor, but he's able to knock me out, and damn, I choked this away. Oh well, I guess that's it for my tour run. I definitely should have went directly into Venusaur. I don't know why I was fearing Rock Tomb when I was physically defensive, but that's my fault for doing that. And I'm just gonna say good game and ended off at that. So Breloom swept me when I had Venusaur. Holy crap! I definitely didn't deserve to win that anyway. So I made it to round 5 of a tournament. Pretty cool. I hope you guys all enjoyed. This is different than laddering because I have to think a bit more. I should have just calced Rock Tomb, to be completely honest. Like, Rock Tomb does nothing. I really thought it'd be like 33% or something to my Venusaur. Oh well, hope you guys all enjoyed. Feel free to leave a like if you did. And yeah, guys, until next time, later.